Hello and happy gaming, everybody. My name is Dark Sage Walker, and today I thought I would try out a run optimized for using a signature that I almost never use. And it's partially because I just don't know how it works. Obviously, we're talking about Shock Assault, and I want to try it out because I'm not exactly sure how it works, how it targets, how it determines the number of hits that it does. I'm just in the dark about it. But I figured if I'm going to do that, I may as well do a Dark Katana-based build. We're going to use Frost Blades, we're going to use Bouncing Bubbles for control, and Shift will give us a decent evade chance if things go really south. So some of the other things we'll be looking for will be like, of course, Chrono Glove would be great. Other things, the other melee moves that could be enhanced with the Dark Katana. Other things that could potentially add a little bit more control to the run, but I may not need it. You know what? Yeah, we're going to start at the Thundering Keep because they're going to resist just about everything I throw at them, so what the hell, let's get it out of the way early. And for once, no Atlas. Oh my goodness, thank you. Yeah, you know, like Fader pointed out, it's a 1 in 5 shot for him to appear in any given slot. It just seems like he shows up way more than he should. Okay, guys, there's too many of you here. Okay, this run is not designed to deal with the little roly-poly bastards. Yeah, first room of the run, and I'm already feeling a little ambivalent about things. I'm also thinking that the word ambivalent might not be quite the right word. There is something fun about just going complete after image and punching the crap out of things. But doesn't it seem like if that's what you're doing, you're just warping around using electricity and then punching the crap out of people? Shouldn't that have invulnerability frames attached to it? I mean, maybe I'm just an idealist, but that's my thought. Please go away, thank you. I know, right, birds? Complete miss, perfect. Okay, a Chrono Glove is going to be real necessary because I seem to be having trouble timing out my Frost Blades. It's also been a while since I've used Frost Blades, so, you know, cut a fella some slack. He's relearning old skills. God damn it. It would be nice to not be getting my ass kicked for a minute. God damn, everything is going wrong! It knows! The game knows! Abandon ship! No one is safe! Ah! But yeah, seriously, 262 damage on floor 1? That is unacceptable. Not be taking that much damage all the time. I think I'm going to ignore Ignition Drive, mostly because I know that we've got Freya and Zeal coming up, and they aren't going to give a fuck about Ignition Drive. He'll shrug it off as if it were just another breakfast burrito. Which, by the way, which of the two of them seem more like the type that would be eating breakfast burritos? I say Zeal, personally, because she has that very, you know, fit American athlete look. So it just seems like if there were just a strange, like, cheap part of her diet, that might be it. But I could also be completely off in my thinking. I'll take that. That could hopefully cover me. Oh, when I'm so far down on health, I want to, but I just don't think it's a good idea. But, for a chance to increase my critical hit rate and my evade chance. Who needs education? Just because something seems smart doesn't mean that it's always the right move. And come on, you believe everything people tell you? And who needs to worry about those highfalutin scientists with their fancy degrees and their education? And okay. On to the boss. Damn it. Oh, come on! Maybe I should have chosen something other than Frost Blades. Right now, using Frost Blades is just getting me killed. I swear I'm not like half asleep right now. I'm just, for some reason my brain is like, alright, how do we do this whole Frost Blades thing again? You just stand there in the enemy's face and just hold your weapons behind you for intimidating effect, right? I'm kind of looking at that going, I don't know, it doesn't seem right. Alright, so hopefully this is like the only time you ever see me take a health potion on 4-1. Seriously, this is embarrassing. Alright, so yeah, Chrono Glove, if you wanna come on out and show yourself, I'd be appreciative. There we go. Okay, so I mean, I thought I dodged, but I guess the game has another opinion about that. I swear I really am trying to control what's going on, but I guess nothing ruins the game's fun more than players who are actually trying to not die. But you see, game, what your idea of fun is and what my idea of fun is, our two ideas of fun don't mesh. Okay, so one thing I'm noticing about Shock Assault is that it is pretty good area control. I'm probably not going to be able to break Taffy until I get another Arcana, or until I find some way to boost my overall damage output, so we will wait on that. We just might not be able to break Mr. Pinata, and that would be a shame. It'd be a real bummer, man. Real bummer. What are you? Okay, it's not. None of this is useful. Why are you sending... Well, wait. Dagger of Midas is useful, but... right now, I don't think I would get much out of it. I see you down there, Iris. Hold on. It also activates really fast, which is something I'm a fan of. Okay, well, we'll definitely take this. I mean, if we get enough gold, we're definitely taking Inferno. Wait, no. Because that has the same problem as... what was the other spell I just turned down? Ignition Drive? It has the same problem of the next two stages I'm going to are fire-resistant stages. Those two stages are flame retardant. Who you calling a retard? Not what I meant. What I mean is, the flames will try to lap onto things there and just kind of roll off because they resist the fire. Hence, flame retardant. Seriously, people, you're all too sensitive about certain words nowadays. Combo time! Yeah, I know you're trying for your combo too, but I'm gonna have to shut you down there, buddy. Wallet of Vigor. I mean, let's pick it up in case I need it. But I'm hoping I don't have to be using health to pay for items. But if there are some particularly good items, I'll be happy to have it. We just need to, you know, not be taking gigantic chunks of damage for no reason. Lightning Punch! I mean, it's not any different from any of the other council members. Let's be real here. Yeah, this is what I figured. This fight was going to be a bit of a long one. RNG, the signature spell. Alright, missed my chance to use my signature. I kind of feel like I'm taking on a B-52 bomber with a toothpick. Oh my goodness, finally done. Oh, you have no idea how long-winded that felt. I'll take it, but it's really not one of those things that's setting me off right now. It's good area denial. You know, when you can remember what button you set it to, it's good area denial. Yeah! Larger frost blades means greater margin for error in hitboxes I can actually use. That and Prickly Ballet is doing his job, making it easier for me to get in there and get work done. Pardon me. The Sierra Mist, it has its own agenda. Hello, Miss Fairy. You gotta take the token of health first, but, you know, if there's nothing else to spend my money on, I would love to have a fairy companion. But Dark Sage, that is a fire fairy! It will not do very much damage in this area. That may be true, but you know what I always say about fairies? They're just plain good companions to have around, even if they are little mischief makers. Mischief Makers. I just spoke aloud the name of my favorite Nintendo 64 game. Well, you like Mischief Makers more than Super Mario 64 and Ocarina of Time? What sort of a strange person are you? I don't want to give up anything to the adorable Mimic right now, so we're taking the luxury handbag. Alright, so, first things first. Yes, I absolutely love those games. They are near and dear to my heart, and I would never say otherwise. But Mischief Makers is a game whose gameplay just intrigues me on so many levels. It's a character that doesn't necessarily have... I see you there, Blazing Lariat, but if I've said it once, I've said it 100 times. Specializing in fire spells right now would be stupid because of the layout of the Chaos Trials. Surely you must understand this. I hate water archers. But no, for whatever reason, it's the game that I always kept coming back to. There was something very special about that game to me. And maybe it's because I grew up in an era of lots and lots of platformers, and it was always the same way of getting through things. Either you jumped on them, or you hit them with some kind of a weapon. I mean, think about it. All of the major platformers of the day were that mold. It was either Super Mario, and again, I love Super Mario. Don't get me wrong. This isn't me railing against Mario for, because he's, upholding the status quo. I mean, for one, the platformer status quo is there for a reason, because it's effective and it works. Could you please stop? God, I hate water archers so much. I mean, I went over this very cynically and sarcastically yesterday, but basically water archers get to do more damage than other classes of archer, and they get to do it way faster than other classes of archer too. Like, why do they get to fire at an even faster firing rate than the other types of archer and do more damage while they're doing it? And have a homing attack. And was that a move designed to piss off me? Alright, so I have the money to pick up Vesa. I'm just not sure it's a good idea right now. Alright, so maybe I was wrong earlier. Maybe Shock Assault does have some sort of invulnerability factor to it. I think I'm gonna have to take the smart option. Sorry, Vesa. Maybe next time. And yes, I could have spent health to do that, but I don't know. Just seemed like a bad idea. And also, I completely acknowledge the idea that I have an interesting synergy between Wallet... I said that right, didn't I? Wallet? Yeah, I thought I almost sounded like I said the wrong thing there. Okay, yeah, shouldn't have just teleported right into his face. That is a mistake that I'm going to have to pay for. I already did. Damn it. God damn exploding barrels. But, yeah, in comparison to, like, Ninja Gaiden or Castlevania or Super Mario, the main character in Mischief Makers got her work done by grabbing her enemies or her enemies' attacks and then launching them back at them. So her primary moves were just grab and throw. She didn't actually have weapons of her own. And I see a shoebox over there, maybe I should take that. And we ended up creating this very interesting dynamic where no matter how big or strong or powerful an enemy seemed, she was just always stronger because of her method of attack. To the point where she was grabbing and throwing back friggin' missiles, the punches of a dragon. I mean, there wasn't much that this girl couldn't do. And I found the character so appealing that I actually designed a D&D character after her, but I was not ever able to really use that character for much. She's still around as essentially an NPC for other purposes, but I don't get to use her as often as I would like. I see you there, Bubble Slaps. I don't have the money for it, but I would be lying if I said I wasn't interested. Oh, I love Prickly Ballet. It's all a matter of how you use it. Hello, Doctor. I have this token just for you. For science! Messy prescription. What does that do? Increases healing received from all sources. Oh, goodness. That's just beautiful. No wonder I'm almost at full health again. Through the window! Through the wall! I'm not completing that lyric! Ha! Got you! You thought I was actually going to say that, didn't you? Now, yes, I know Cascading Blitz isn't going to do me a lot of good here, but even if Freya resists it, it's still essentially an Arcana that I get a nice meaty shield with. On top of that, it just does a crap ton of damage. It's a lot like using spells like Blazing Blitz or Blazing Onslaught, except for a lot safer and it doesn't necessarily lock you in place. Into the pit with you, because that's what you get for not paying attention. Alright, so yesterday, I totally did not pick up the Magician's top hat because I was figuring, you know what, every time I see the Magician's top hat, I pick it up, and then it just ends up going to waste because I never find the Magician's wand. Well, wouldn't you know it, I didn't pick it up, and then literally one floor later, there's the damn wand, just, you know, mocking me, as it tends to do. So this floor, I'm thinking I might actually want to pick it up. It's actually more like this run changes. Oh, I love that spell. Okay, I forgot what the ritual dagger did. I think it increases my evasion rate but lowers my critical hit rate. And I'm sorry, but I need my critical hit rate. It's important. So, this is where we go ahead and use that Wallet of Vigor. And we're going to do it again because rainbows. And yes, I saw Shiva's water bottle back there, but I don't want to give up all of my health. Kidding me? Our hero, known as the Perpetually Broke One. Unfortunately, that describes my daily life almost too well. Not the our hero part, unfortunately, but it's... Stop hitting me with your balls! Dark Sage, was that? Yes, it's exactly how it sounded. I make no qualms about the state of my brain. I know the type of person I am. So why fight it? Play into that shit. Alright, I don't really have a ton of reason to use Seismic Entry. I mean, yes, there's the obvious part of, but it synergizes very well with Dark Katana. And there is something to be said for that, but... At the same time, what I have is working very well thanks to well-placed defenses, area denial, and now my enemy is taking up 88% of that entire room with their attacks. So how exactly was the enemies taking up all that space part of your master plan? Well, you see, it gave me something to complain about, and ultimately that's what this is all about, isn't it? It's just having things to complain about. Smooth. There we go. Actually landed properly this time. Alright. I have a chance at another fairy. How fortuitous. But the question is, Vesa or Etra? Which one do we think would be more appropriately useful to our current situation? Which one do we think is going to be better suited to taking on the heat and the fiery element that we find ourselves entrenched in? How do we possibly make that decision? You already know what I'm going to say. No sense in beating around the bush. We all know that Etra is the better choice. Oh, look, it's this room. I hate this room with a passion. And since when do these guys have that much health? They should have been dead a while ago. Ugh. Okay, well, forced to buy another health potion because every room has attacks that last for about 6 years and do 40 billion damage. And it's Nocturne! Say hi to Nocturne, everybody. I'm very curious. What the hell are you doing here? I was assuming that Nox was going to be making an appearance. Indeed, I would like it if Nox were to make an appearance. I could really use a decent relic about now. Not that the ones I have are bad, but you know, kind of hoping for that magician outfit. A little bit of a cooldown improvement and damage increase would be nice. Just saying, you know, after putting me through 2 rooms of absolute nightmare and torture, you could, you know, give me something useful. Just saying. We're gonna have to put that messy prescription to use. So this spell would be amazing for what I have going on right now, but again, I think I'm happy with what I have. The only issue I have is how I'm going to deal with Sura's Null Flash agents. But that's solved by bouncing bubbles, because I momentarily forgot that I had that spell. And right about now, there are 2 words currently flashing across my mind: Alzheimer's disease. Not old enough for that shit. Alright, actually I'm kind of digging Shock Assault. One thing that I was kind of unaware of with this particular ability... Hello, Etra. I had to pay in blood to have you in my company, so I hope you appreciate it. He says he had to pay in blood, but all he really did was kind of prick his finger with a sewing needle, so it's not as detrimental as he makes it out to sound. But yeah, it can jump across gaps. It has more invulnerability to it than I thought it did. And what it's really boiling down to is, I think earlier when I was saying that it didn't have any moments of invulnerability, I think I was just using it wrong. And with Dark Katana active, it makes for a fine statement on critical hit fudging. Okay, so this unfortunately is not going to be very helpful right now. And speaking of rooms that have tons and tons of coverage taken up. Fortunately, though, I am a beat. Oh, they gave it to me. All right, Magician's outfit it is. Oh no, sirs, you have awakened the beast now. Alright, so that worked out. So, hey, just a friendly reminder, if you see the Magician's top hat first, grab that shit. If you see the wand first, proceed with caution. There are some builds that can work with the decrease to your casting speed. Some builds absolutely need that in order to function properly. Oh, I've already been through this room. Alright. How did I think it was going to be two of those jumpy golems? There you go. There's an important word to learn. Jumpy golem. Alright. Don't know why I spent money on the rainbow tail. I guess I was assuming that the Equester cap was going to show up again. Like, almost every time I see... Sorry, I got sidetracked. Yeah, almost every time I see... Birds! And no, I don't mean you guys. Why were there birds in my game? Like, I know it's just something that happens when you have the magician's outfit, but does it signify anything, or is it just fun? And I'm happy with either answer. I'm not against something happening just because it's cute and fun. I'm just surprised by it, that's all. Hey, you thought I forgot about Mr. Cactus, didn't you? No, you're wrong. Oh, good shit. Oh no, don't throw that crap at me. I'm sorry, the stucco in the wall offended me. So, I think I did something wrong in Neon Abyss, and no, I'm not talking about what I put up on Discord right before I started recording this. I mean, I thought I met the requirements to unlock the Abyssal difficulty, but nothing happened, so I'm going to have to have another look and see if there is a step I'm missing, because I'm betting that's it. There's just something I was supposed to do that I either missed or didn't pay attention to when I was reading up on information. Yeah, you don't frighten me. Covert Ops Mask. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. And get rid of that for the Covert Ops Mask. And at this point, we can pretty safely get rid of the supply crate for Shiva's water bottle, since we have so many water-based Arcana. And there we go. Thank you. I am warmed up, thank you for asking. And she's very polite, making sure that you've done your stretches before fighting. Very rare that I see her start her attack string with the shoulder rush. Okay, I got greedy there. I admit my mistake, I just got super greedy. And there we go. Good fight, good fight. So I'm hoping to have Abyssal difficulty and Neon Abyss unlocked before too long. If for no other reason than so I can just show it off to you guys and explain the differences between it, hard, normal, and easy. And that could play a factor in why I haven't unlocked it, because I've actually never played the game on easy difficulty. I never saw a reason to. I play Isaac on hard. I mean, I suck at Gungeon, but I never turned the difficulty down on that. So it never came to my thought process to be like, oh yeah, just put it on, you know, baby's first roguelike difficulty. speaking of baby's first world light, oh my god. Wow, Shock Assault into Bubble Slaps into another Shock Assault? That was entirely martial and absolutely no art. That was me showing up for battle going, "You get on the fucking ground!" Alright, no, I'm good. Yeah, why isn't Cascading Blitz a signature? I would so love to see what they do with that by powering it up to a signature. There we go. Alright, we're ready. Once again, getting a little too martial here. Ow. Spent a little bit too much time dodging, couldn't get a signature off. Lame. Sura, you're lame. On the other hand, you've got a very interesting deep voice, which I think a lot of people would enjoy hearing put to song. I mean, we're essentially talking about Barry White voice, but I mean, I know a lot of people would enjoy that. And invulnerability time for the win, and there we go. Alright, so ultimately, yeah, Shock Assault is kind of fun. I can kind of think of this. I can kind of think of an interesting build just based around the idea of just spells that just allow you to jump in and just punch the crap out of people. Which, yes, Blazing Blitz is one of them, but I hate that spell. Maybe I just don't know how to use it well enough, but I'd say between Shock Assault and Cascading Blitz, you've got the basis for a very interesting just beat the crap out of it run. You're just Lord Punch, which makes you either Mike Tyson, Little Mac, or Vegeta. So take your pick and let me know what you think about it in the comments below. Thank you guys very much for watching. Thank you for coming in and spending some time with me. I really appreciate it. Drop me a like, leave me a comment. It all helps out so very much. And I will see you guys in the next one. My name is Dark Sage Walker, and I will be seeing you